Sulaiman ibn Abdul Malik, one of our predecessors, he asked a question to a scholar, Abu Hazim. Why is it that we hate the topic of death? He said, because you have built your dunya, you've built your empire, you've made bags full of money, you have built your dunya, and you have destroyed your hereafter. You haven't given that any attention. He said, and naturally, you hate to move from that which is built and established to that which is in ruins. So there you are, racketeering, pimping, hustling, grinding, all for the purpose of building something that you can't hold in your hand. All of it stops at the grave. How much of it can you take to your grave with you when you die? Your inheritors, the people you love, they will be the ones standing in front of your carcass, in front of your corpse, saying, take it all off, it's ours now. He goes down with nothing. You go down naked. Not even your underwear they will keep on you, and they will prey upon you, and they will forget you. So after a lifetime's worth of running around, chasing dunya, running the fields from plug to plug, from pimp to pimp, from nitty to nitty, in the end, you go down with nothing. And that is why Al-Hasan al-Basri, he said, speaking about these people, he said, it doesn't matter how expensive the rides may be that they're upon, and it doesn't matter how amazing their swagger may be, but the shame of sin can be seen from their faces, because Allah has promised to disgrace those who disobey Him. This is the promise of Allah. They suffer in this world before the hereafter. How else do they suffer? You will say to me, tell us more about this gangster's paradise. I say to you, they are a people of fear. They are scared. They can't walk a straight line on the streets during the day or night without looking over their shoulders, because there's going to be somewhere waiting out for them, a pagan to put a Rambo through them, to put a zombie through them. There is somebody you have beef with. You fear that someone is going to snake you. You can't even go to the bathroom without carrying straps with you, a tool in your pocket. Why? Because you're scared. You can't sleep. Another brother from Bradford told me, Alhamdulillah, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu hopefully has forgiven him. He's moved away from this industry. He said, Ali, tell them this, there isn't a single brother I know in this industry except that he can't sleep at night. So they go on benders 2-3 days in a row, high as a kite, snorting up coke all night just to get 2 or 3 hours in. Mental health issues, fear. You know a lot of these people, why they behave the way they do, why they snort up crack, why they tattoo themselves, why they inject, why they try to find their identity in the music industry, why they do these things? Because they're broken inside. A lot of them come from broken families. They are lost. What is a man like me gonna do in this world? So they try to find some identity, some pride in this. You, however, as a Muslim, Allah has given you answers. You know, this is the problem. You know the secret to success. You know the potion to happiness. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Allah has given it to you free of charge. فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ? Allah asked, where are you going? Where can you go? Allah asked, أَلَمْ يَعْلَمْ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ يَرَى? Does he not know that Allah can see? You think you can evade Him? The King, Al-Malik, Al-Ma'bud, the Supreme, the Sovereign. Might is His, power is His, and the sky above you is His. The earth beneath you walk on is His. The product you're selling is His. The limbs you're using to disobey Him, they're His. It's all on loan, it's all on tick, you gotta give it back. فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ? Where can you go? That is one authority you cannot evade. Here also I want to give a quick message to our sisters who look up to these boys. That is exactly what they are. They're boys, they're not men. They don't know the meaning of manhood. Our sisters who look up to these boys, maybe her father had put her under extreme restriction in her home. So she sees this roadman, this gangster, and he represents a certain thrill and excitement that she never had in her life. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe it's the money, maybe it's the car, maybe it's the display of confidence. These are attractive things to a woman. What is interesting is that that very same young girl, give her 1 or 2 years, she will be the one who will turn around and say, it's all a con. It's all fake. But it's too late for me now, she said. She said the money, that was just an image. That was all rented. The car, the Bentley, an image. It was rented for a 3-minute, 40-second video. and he had no lions in a cage. And his confidence? Yeah, right. She goes, his confidence is riddled with paranoia and anxiety. He can't sleep, taking all sorts of meds. He comes home paranoid, snapping at any creak he hears in the house. She can't have a conversation with him. She says to him, you come home high as a kite every single night. We can't even talk, we can't live. And then he gives her a black eye. And then she says to him, can you go upstairs and see the kids before they sleep? And then he punches her teeth in, and he rips her hair out. And next thing we know, we find our sister on the streets, roaming the roads, trying to find a woman's refuge to find some escape. Whilst I don't justify any of this behavior, I find no excuses for it. But I ask my dear sister, who's my daughter, who's my sister, I say, why do you accept this trade-off? Why you overlook that Muslim gentleman of haya, of shyness, a righteous man who works, who brings in halal money to feed you and your children, whose mind is yours, whose wealth is yours, whose health is yours, whose religion is shared with yours, whose children are yours? Why you replace that purity, that khair, that goodness, that upright behavior with a boy who sees nothing but his mirror reflection and pursues nothing but his desires? And I give a message to my young brothers who may feel pressured after time to pretend to be something that he's not, because he realizes that as a practicing Muslim, there isn't much demand for your likes. And so he starts to concede and give up some of his principles, and starts changing the way he talks, and invests in new gear, because in the hope of bringing in a girl. I say to you, Akhi, stay patient, Habibi, stay patient. Yeah, be patient, because those are not men, those are boys. What is a man? What is a man today in the eyes of many of our youth? A man is someone who is wearing a nice gout, Rolex, a 1,000 pound Armani jacket. He's sat in a Bugatti, a black girl on one side, maybe a white girl on the other side, 2 or 3 Latinos hovering around, girls from high school that they're helping him out in his video, in his fake image, and serving up crack to his community and singing about what he snorts up in the evening. That's a man, according to many of our brothers and sisters. What is a man? Men are whom Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has described in the Quran when He said Rijal, men.